Hello all, I'm Guna Madhivanan from Officers IAS Academy. Friends, we are coming up with an exclusive live quiz program based on current affairs targeting 2024 prelims on a weekly basis. So every Saturday at 6 p.m. in our Officers Path channel, we will be coming up with this live quiz program. So how to participate? So for which you have to install an mobile application. So go to either App Store or the Google Play Store to download this application named Kahoot application. Download and install it. Alright. So every Saturday at 6 p.m. in the live video, I will be giving you a 7-digit PIN. So you have to enter that 7-digit PIN in your installed application. In the Kahoot application, you have to enter that 7-digit PIN. Or we will give you a QR code. If you are not interested in installing the application, you can scan the QR code in the web browser. You can open the web page. In that you can enter this 7-digit PIN number and you can participate in this quiz program. So once you enter the 7-digit number, the application will ask you to give a username. So you have to give your username. Followed by your username, please give your last 4 digits of your mobile phone number. For example, my username is Guna8990, the last 4 digits of my phone number. So like that you can create your own username. That's all. You are ready to participate in the quiz. So in the live video, I will be showing you the question. The question will be followed by 4 options as usual, A, B, C, D. The 4 options will have a color code, right? So option A, red color, option B, blue color, option C, green color, option D, yellow color. So the 4 options will have 4 different color codes. So in your mobile phone, you have installed the Kahoot application, right? So the Kahoot application in your phone, in your device, it will show you 4 colored box, only 4 colored box. Only in the video which you are watching, in that live video, I will give you the question, followed by that 4 option I will be giving you. That 4 option will have a color code, right? So if you are going to choose A as the right answer, then A has red color, then in your mobile phone you will have a red colored box. You have to choose that. That's all. If the answer which you have chosen is correct, and if you have chosen that quickly, for every question we will give you 60 seconds. Assume that I am choosing A is the right answer, and I am choosing within 20 seconds, within 10 seconds, based on how quickly I choose the question. I have to choose the correct one and I have to choose it as early as possible. So the one who is choosing at the earliest will be given more points. So if I am choosing in 20 seconds, I will be given more points. If someone is choosing at 30 seconds, then relatively lesser points, right? So this is how the quiz will work. So at the end of the program, we will show you the leaderboard. Between the questions also, I will show you the leaderboard. At the end, I will show you the final leaderboard. The one with more number of points will be given a certificate, right? The idea of the quiz program is to provide you a real-time experience of solving the questions along with that competitive environment, right? I hope this program adds more value to your preparation. So along with this, we have a daily current affairs hit list series, daily answer rating initiative. So all these initiatives will give you a competitive edge in your 2024 prelims as well as mains, right? I hope this adds more value to your preparation. So see you in the quiz. Till then, bye, take care.
Questions, and in this 15 we are having 6 double pointer questions. So for the remaining 9 questions we'll have the standard points, and 6 questions will be having double points. So why this double pointer? Somebody who is lacking in the first 4-5 questions, still they can catch up by scoring right in this double pointer question. Just to make the quiz more interesting, we came out with this double pointers. So without wasting much time, we'll get into today's quiz. So question number 1 for you. So question number 1 today, the Bharat interface for money facility was developed by which of the following? Option A, National Securities Depository Limited. Option B, National Payment Corporation of India. Option C, Reserve Bank of India. Option D, Atal Innovation Center. So you have 20 seconds and it's a double pointed question. So time up, and the right answer is option B. I could see that most of you answered correctly, and it's a double pointed question. So scoring rightly in double pointers are very important. So now a brief explanation about this. Yes, BEAM, Bharat Interface for Money, it's an initiative to enable fast cashless payments through mobile phones. Right? And it is based on UPI, the Unified Payment Interface for electronic payments. So UPI is an instant payment system where you can instantly transfer money between any two bank accounts, and it is developed by National Payment Corporation of India. So now we'll move to the second question. Yes, before going into that, we'll see the leaderboard for the first question, which is a double pointer question. Let's see the leaderboard now. So we have Führer on top of the leaderboard. Congratulations. And then Tisium on second, and Papu on third, Monisha and Dr. Rishi on top 5. So congratulations to all of you. Now we'll move to question number 2. So in which one of the following places is the Changpa tribe found? The Changpa tribe found in which of the following places? Option A, Nilgiri Hills. Option B, Ladakh. Option C, Rajmahal Hills. And option D, Lakshadweep. You have 20 seconds and it's a standard pointer. The Changpa tribe. Time up. And the right answer is option B, but some of you have chosen option C, that is Rajmahal Hills. That is wrong. So Ladakh, if you see the Changpa tribe, they are present in the Trans-Himalayan region in Ladakh. And this tribal community, it's a shepherd community. So their livelihood is based on goat rearing, and they produce the world famous, world class Pashmina wool. The Pashmina shawl is world famous, and there is GI tag also given for this Pashmina shawl. So the Kashmiris use this Pashmina shawl during the winter season to keep themselves warm. So Pashmina wool or Pashmina shawl is very much in the news. So you should know who are these people who produce this Pashmina wool. That is the Changpa tribe who lives in Ladakh region. So with that, we'll see the leaderboard. So Papu getting into the top position, congratulations. Then we have BS Priya getting into top 5, congrats. Karthik, Richie, then Dinesh. So I think around 4 new entrants into top 5. That is good to see. Now we'll move to question number 3, and we have Debarjun Datta, moving up 11 places. So congrats, Debarjun. So for others also, those who are not in the top 5, so keep playing. And we have double pointers which are spaced well in every 2-3 question, so that which will shuffle the top rankers. Now we'll move to question number 3. Consider the following statements about the GST Council. The Prime Minister acts as the chairman. Decisions of the council are made by voting with a 3/4 majority. State governments and the center have an equal share of voting. Which of the statements given above are correct? Option A, 2 only. Option B, 3 only. Option C, 1 and 2 only. Option D, 2 and 3 only. You have 45 seconds for this question, and it's a standard pointer. So most of you answered already. Yes, the right answer is option A, 2 only. And we see that many of you answered or chosen option C and D. Now we'll see why statement 1 and 3 are wrong. So the right answer is only statement 2. So if you see GST Council, it's a constitutional body created under Article 279A, and GST Council is a best example for cooperative federalism in the country. It's a joint forum for center and states. Both center and states discuss and make decisions on taxation on various products. So why statement 1 is wrong? Because it is the finance minister who acts as the chairperson, not the prime minister. So GST Council chairperson is finance minister. So that's why statement 1 is wrong. And who are all the other members? So finance minister is the chairperson. So we have other members. The minister of state in charge of revenue or finance in the central government becomes a member, and other members, those who represent the states, so finance ministers of various state governments or any other minister appointed by the state government for this purpose, they become members of GST Council representing the concerned state. So now statement 2, decision of the council are made by voting with a 3/4 majority. That's a correct statement. We see the voting. Statement 3, state governments in the center have an equal share of voting. That is a wrong statement. There is a difference in the weightage of voting for states on one side and center. If you see all the states put together, the weightage is 2/3 and center's weightage is 1/3. Okay. And decisions are taken based on 3/4 of this weightage of voting. So that means without centers, yes, no decision will be taken, right? So it is something like states have 66% voting weightage, center has 34% voting weightage, and any decision can be taken only with 75% of the total votes polled. So that means without this 33 or 34% weightage of centers voting, no decision can be taken. So this is an important takeaway that you should be clear about, right? And GST Council is the best example of cooperative federalism. You might have read about interstate council, zonal councils. Along with that, now there is GST Council for cooperative federalism. So with that, we'll see the leaderboard. So again, Papu maintaining the lead with around 1,000 points plus. Congratulations, Papu. So keep the top place. And we have Führer again coming back, getting back into the top 5. Then we have Dr. Rishi, a new entrant. Then Sesium again getting back. Then Elisa Das. Congrats to all of you. Papu has the highest answer streak of 3. Yes, we have 12 more questions to go. So now we'll move to question number 4. Congrats to all the top 5. So question number 4. Strait of Hormuz is located, option A, between the Gulf of Oman and the Persian Gulf. Option B, between the Malay Peninsula and the Indonesian island of Sumatra. Option C, between the Black Sea to the Sea of Marmara. And option D, between Djibouti and Yemen. So you have 30 seconds for this, and it's a double pointer question. So it's a double pointer question. So take your time and answer. Strait of Hormuz. It was very much in the news. So the right answer is option A. Good to see that most of you chosen the right option. So it lies between the Gulf of Oman and the Persian Gulf. Yes, that's the right answer. And you see, what is a strait? Strait is a narrow water body that connects two larger masses of water, right? And Strait of Hormuz is a choke point. So we have various choke points. In that Strait of Hormuz is an important choke point that lies between Persian Gulf and Gulf of Oman. Why it is very important? Because almost 1/3 of the total crude oil exports that happens in the world that moves through those ships has to cross through this Strait of Hormuz. So somebody blocks the Strait of Hormuz. That means 1/3 of global crude oil exports will be blocked. That will affect the global economy very much, and that will affect the energy security. You see, countries like India, we are dependent on imported crude oil. Okay, whatever crude oil we use, in that 85% we are importing. So that's why Strait of Hormuz is very, very important. So what about other straits? So other options, if you see Malay Peninsula, the strait that connects Malay Peninsula and the Indonesian island of Sumatra, that is Strait of Malacca. Again, Strait of Malacca is also an important choke point, and that is an important choke point for countries like China, right? Because it's a narrow water body that that is close to Singapore, which is an ally of the United States. And anybody who wants to block China, if they block the Strait of Malacca, China's energy supplies will be blocked. That's why China is working on the Maritime Silk Route, the Belt and Road Initiative, etc., to overcome this Malacca dilemma or Malacca Strait issue. Right? That's why they want to have China-Pakistan economic corridor, so they can take the oil directly from Persian Gulf to Pakistan Gwadar port directly to China. So that is the importance of Strait of Malacca. And what about this? The strait that connects Black Sea to the Sea of Marmara, that is Bosporus Strait. So that is also important. Then we have Bab-el Mandab Strait. Again, it's an important strait that connects Djibouti and Yemen. So that is Bab-el Mandab Strait. This strait links the Red Sea into the Indian Ocean. Right. So these are some important straits that you can expect these type of questions in competitive exams like UPSC, Civil Services, and TNPSC, and various other government competitive exams. So now we'll see the leaderboard. We are done with 4 questions now. So we have Führer again getting back into top. Congrats, Führer. Then we have Dr. Rishi and Sesume and Elisa Das and Sujit. So congratulations, Sujit. I think you are getting into the top 5 now. So we have Gump, maybe Forrest Gump, has a streak with 3 correct answers in a row. So congrats. So congrats to all the 5. And now we'll move to question number 5. So consider the following statements about the minimum support prices, MSP. It is announced every year before the sowing season. It is approved by the Commission for Agriculture Costs and Prices. Which of the statements given above is or incorrect? So option A, 1 only, option B, 2 only, option C, both 1 and 2, option D, neither 1 nor 2. So you have 30 seconds for this question. So there is an important catch in this question. So yes, the right answer is option B, but I see that most of you, answered option A, C, or D, but not B. Only few of you answered option B. The important catch here in this question is which of the statements given above is or incorrect. So take time before you answer, take few seconds before you answer, read the statements properly. So we are asking which are the above statements are incorrect. So I hope that's why most of you answered, chosen the wrong option. So here the incorrect statement is statement 2. So statement 1 is correct statement. Statement 1, the MSP is announced every year before the sowing season. Yes, it is announced before the sowing season. And so what is this MSP all about? So it is a kind of market intervention by the government, especially to guarantee farmers that the prices for their products will not fall steeply, right? So whenever the market prices fall very much, farmers can always depend on the government. They can go to the government mandis and they can sell their products for this MSP prices. So it is like a minimum guarantee price, right? So whenever the prices are above this MSP, farmers are always free to sell their products in the free market, open market, to the private traders. But whenever it falls below, then they can always come to the government. So it's a kind of guaranteed price, and it is announced every year before the sowing season. It incentivizes the farmers for production of certain crops. So the government, you would have read something like cropping pattern and all that. So the government can uh, design this cropping pattern based on the MSP. The more the MSP, obviously the farmers will be interested in growing such crops, right? So for example, millets and all, pulses and all. So that is also an aspect of having MSP. And second statement, it is approved by Commission for Agriculture Costs and Prices. This is wrong. Why it is wrong? Because the MSP is suggested or recommended. It is only recommended by Commission for Agriculture Costs and Prices, but it is not approved by CACP. CACP is only a recommendatory body, right? And finally, the MSP is approved only by the Cabinet Committee on Economic Affairs, not CACP. CACP only recommends. That's why statement 2 is wrong. And CACP, Commission for Agriculture Costs and Prices, is an attached office of the Ministry of Agriculture, and it was established in 1965. So, and another important piece of information that you should be aware of when we talk about MSP is that the government announces MSP for 23 crops, 22 plus sugarcane. So total 23 crops MSP is announced, and for sugarcane we call it as FRP, fair and remunerative price, but you can say it is also a kind of MSP only, right? So 23 commodities that includes 7 cereals, 5 pulses, 7 oil seeds, and 4 commercial crops. Okay. So for these 4 commercial crops you should be aware of, for which government declares MSP. One is sugarcane, another is copra, another is cotton and raw jute. So raw jute, copra, cotton and sugarcane, these are the 4 commercial crops for which MSP is declared. So this can also be a question. So again, MSP is an important topic. Farmers are demanding legal assurance, legal backing for MSP. So you should be thorough with the concept of minimum support prices. So with this, we'll see the leaderboard. So we are done with 5 questions. So Forrest Gump moving up to the top place with 4,176 points. Congratulations, Forrest Gump. Such a great leap. So Führer coming second, and Dr. Rishi, Sesium, and Papu, again they are retaining the top 5 places. So Papu, first few questions remained in top position, now in top 5. It's okay, you'll get chances, especially with the double pointers. So now we'll move to question number 6. Consider the following statements. The Gangetic River dolphin can only live in fresh water. They hunt by emitting ultrasonic sounds. It is categorized as endangered by the International Union for Conservation of Nature in the Red Data Book. Which of these statements are correct? 1 and 2 only, 2 and 3 only, 2 only, 1, 2 and 3. So you have 45 seconds for this question. So you have 10 more seconds. So the right answer is option D, and it's good to see that most of you chosen the right option. Answer D. All the 3 given statements are correct. So Gangetic River dolphin, again an important topic for the exam perspective. So these river dolphins, they were officially discovered in 1801, and those days these Gangetic river dolphins. These dolphins lived not only in the Ganges region but Ganges, Brahmaputra, and Meghna uh, river belt, which lies in not only India, Nepal, and Bangladesh also. But now, most of these river dolphins were extinct now. That's why they are very important, and only few numbers are alive, and their distribution also been reduced. So now you could see them only in the Ganges river belt, not much in the Brahmaputra and the Meghna region. So why the numbers reduced, or why they became they're close to extinction? Because of direct killing, hunting, and another important reason is habitat fragmentation. So their habitat is reducing or fragmenting due to various reasons like construction of dams, barrages, so that divides this population. So that is one major reason. And another important feature about these Gangetic river dolphins is they live only in fresh water. You don't find these river dolphins in the uh, oceans and all. They live only in the fresh water, and they hunt by with the help of releasing ultrasound waves, right? Ultrasonic sound waves. So with the help of ultrasonic sound waves, they release these waves, and whenever there is a prey, these waves will get reflected from this, and based on that they identify the prey and they hunt. Basically they are blind, so that's why they use this ultrasonic sounds for hunting. And one last important information about Gangetic river dolphin is that they are categorized as endangered by IUCN. At the same time, Wildlife Protection Act 1972, also Schedule 1, they are classified under Schedule 1 of Wildlife Protection Act, which guarantees highest degree of protection against hunting of these animals. So that's why you can see endangered in IUCN Red Data Book and Schedule 1 of Wildlife Protection Act. So with this, we'll see leaderboard. So Forrest Gump maintaining the leaderboard top position, and Führer also. Then we have Susume, then Supriya and Sujit in the top 5. So Nandita is the highest climber, moved up 5 places. So congrats to all of you. So now we'll move to question number 7. So question number 7, photochemical smog occurs in warm, dry and sunny climate. Which one of the following is not among the components of photochemical smog? So this is a double pointer question and you have 20 seconds. So the right answer is option A, sulfur dioxide. But most of you have chosen option B and option D, which are wrong answers. So if you see smog, it's a combination of smoke and fog. And this smog is a major reason for air pollution in most of the cities today. And when we talk about smog, there are two types, classical smog and photochemical smog. So classical smog, it includes smoke, fog and sulfur dioxide, but not photochemical smog. So the question is about photochemical smog. That's why sulfur dioxide is not a component of photochemical smog. It is a component of classical smog. So what about the components of photochemical smog? Photochemical smog, it happens in the presence of sunlight, especially unsaturated hydrocarbons, nitrogen oxides and ozone. These all combine together in the presence of sunlight to form photochemical smog. That's why the right answer is sulfur dioxide, which is part of classical smog and not photochemical smog. So now we'll see the leaderboard. So Dinesh, congratulations Dinesh, moved to the top spot. So then we have Monisha, Forrest Gump, Richie and Führer in the top 5 position. Congratulations to all of you. So that was a double pointer question. That's why we see a swap in the leaderboard. Now we'll move to question number 8. With reference to air quality index, consider the following statements. The higher the AQI, the better the air quality. AQI provides color-coded warnings. Which of the statements are correct? 1 only, 2 only, both 1 and 2, neither 1 nor 2. So you have 30 seconds for this question. So the right answer is option B, 2 only. Yes, it's good that most of you have chosen the right option. So AQI, air quality index, it is a number which measure the air quality. So the more the AQI number, actually the air quality is worse. So that's why statement 1 is wrong, right? So AQI number, if you see, it is from 0 to 500. So there are 6 categories of AQI. 0 to 50 good, 51 to 100 satisfactory, 100 101 to 200 moderately polluted, 201 to 300 poor, 301 to 400 very poor, and 401 to 500 severe. So there are 6 categories. So 0 to, you can say that 0 to 100 is good and satisfactory. More than that, it is polluted, right? And these are color coded so that the public can easily understand the level of air quality. And not only the public, the government also can see what is the air quality, in a live manner, so that immediately the needed measures can be taken. Because if you see, whenever the air quality, the AQI increases, the number increases, that means air quality becomes poorer. It will have health impacts on the population. So the government has to immediately take measures. So that is the objective of having this AQI. We'll see the leaderboard now. So we have Monisha, a new topper. Congratulations, Monisha. And Forrest Gump, Dinesh, Führer, and Richie almost maintaining their top position. And we have Monisha, the highest answer streak of 3. Congratulations. So now we are in the midway of the quiz. So now we have another 7 more questions. We'll move to question number 9. With reference to the inner line permit, which one of the following statements is not correct? ILP is an official travel document that allows Indian citizens to stay in an area under the ILP system to protect the interest of the indigenous population. The ILP is issued by the concerned state government. The concept originates from the Bengal Eastern Frontier Regulation Act. The document is currently required by visitors to Jammu and Kashmir, Arunachal Pradesh, Manipur, Nagaland, and Mizoram. So the question is about not correct. So good to see that many of you have chosen the right option. So here the incorrect statement is that the ILP, inner line permit document, is currently required only in Arunachal Pradesh, Manipur, Nagaland, and Mizoram, not in Jammu and Kashmir. In Jammu and Kashmir, we don't have this concept of inner line permit. That's why option D is the wrong statement. That is the correct answer, right? And this is issued by the concerned state governments. What is the objective of this? To protect the indigenous people, the tribal communities living in Arunachal Pradesh, Manipur, Nagaland, and Mizoram. So those Indian citizens from other states, when they enter these states, they need to get these documents from the concerned state government, so that the indigenous population, the tribal population, are protected. So that is the objective of this. So we'll see the leaderboard now. So Monisha maintaining the lead. So we have Forrest Gump, Sujit, Sesumi, Elisa maintaining the top 5 position. Monisha has the highest answer streak of 4. Congratulations to all of you. Now we'll move to question number 10. So consider the following actions by the government: cutting the tax rates, increasing the government spending, rationalizing subsidies. Which of the above actions can be considered as part of fiscal consolidation package? So you have 20 seconds for this question. So the right answer is option C. Good to see that most of you chosen the right option. So here the question is about fiscal consolidation. Which of the above can be considered as fiscal consolidation? So what is fiscal consolidation? Fiscal consolidation is the main thing is the government has to reduce its expenditure, right? So cutting the tax rates, when the government cuts the tax rates, government's revenue will reduce. Okay, that will not reduce its fiscal deficit, or that will not reduce its debt levels. Okay, that will in fact increase. So that cannot be a right option. And increasing the government spending, when government spends more, it is against fiscal consolidation, right? So when we say fiscal consolidation, the government has to reduce its fiscal deficit or reduce its debt levels. So the last one, rationalizing subsidies, yes, when government rationalize or reduces the unwanted subsidies, obviously that will reduce government's expenditure, that will reduce fiscal deficit and debt levels. So now we'll see the leaderboard. So we have Sujit on top. Congratulations, Sujit. We have Monisha, Forrest Gump, Priya, and Richie. So we have Simone, the highest climber, up 6 places. Congratulations, Simone. Congratulations to all of you. So we are left with 5 more questions. And the next question is a double pointer. So question number 11, double pointer. So National Green Tribunal has jurisdiction over which of the following acts? Forest Conservation Act, Biological Diversity Act, Wildlife Protection Act, the Environment Protection Act. So you have 30 seconds and it is a double pointer. So the right answer is option B. Some of you have chosen option A and D. So NGT, when we talk about National Green Tribunal, it was established in the year 2010 based on the National Green Tribunal Act 2010, and major objective is for the quicker disposal of cases related to environmental conservation and conservation of forest resources. And NGT has the power to give compensation for damage to property also, and it's a specialized body and it works based on the principles of natural justice. NGT is not bound by the Code of Civil Procedure 1908. That is an important point. And the main purpose is to reduce the burden of the higher judiciary, right? So that NGT will take care of the cases related to environmental conservation. So it deals with the civil cases related to 7 environmental laws. In that, important ones: Water Act, the Air Act, and Forest Conservation Act, Environment Protection Act, Biological Diversity Act, and other acts. But here the important point to note is 2 important legislations are not part of NGT's jurisdiction. One is Wildlife Protection Act, another is Forest Rights Act 2006, that you should be aware of. So now with that, we'll see the leaderboard. So Monisha maintaining the top position. Congratulations, Monisha. Sujit, Dump, Rishi, Karthik. Karthik, a new entrant into top 5. Congratulations. Then Sujit has a streak with 4 correct answers. Congratulations, Sujit. So now we'll move to question number 12. So question number 12, which of the following states are covered under the 6th schedule of the Constitution? Assam, Manipur, Meghalaya, Nagaland, Tripura. You have 20 seconds for this question. So the right answer is option D, and most of you have chosen option D. Good to see that. So sixth schedule, it contains provisions related to administration of tribal areas in the states of Assam, Meghalaya, Tripura, and Mizoram. Right. And if you see the option in this, Mizoram is not given. Only Assam, Meghalaya, and Tripura are given. So there are 4 states. So why this is in news? Because Ladakh is demanding for the inclusion of the region in the 6th schedule areas. So what are the benefits if a state or region is included in the 6th schedule? So it will give more autonomy to the people. If you see Ladakh also, majority of the population belong to scheduled tribes. So autonomy, how it provides autonomy, autonomous district council, autonomous regional councils will be established in these states. And these are elected bodies and they have powers to legislate, they have powers to administer the areas. So that's why Ladakh is demanding for the inclusion in the 6th schedule. So now we'll see the leaderboard. So we have Forrest Gump maintaining the lead, Monisha, Sujit, Karthik, and Priya. So Simone moving up 3 places. Congratulations. So congrats to all the top 5. So we have 3 more questions and there are some double pointers. So again, those who are not in the top 5, you get a chance through these double pointers to get into the top 5. Let's move on to the last 3 questions. The term biological carbon pump is related to which of the following? Transformation of carbon dioxide into organic carbon and its sinking into deep ocean. Forests absorbing carbon from the atmosphere. Process of obtaining carbon by thermally decomposing acetylene gas. Cultivating plants with high CO2 absorption. So you have 30 seconds and it's a double pointer. So biological carbon pumps. This is an important concept in terms of climate change, global warming. So the right answer is option A. Yes, most of you have chosen option A. So what is this biological carbon pump? So they transform CO2 into organic carbon and this carbon sinks into the deep ocean. So there is a natural mechanism which acts as a carbon pump. How this happens? Like we have plants in the terrestrial region, in the oceans also we have phytoplanktons. These phytoplanktons are called as the grass of the sea. These are small plants, plant like structures in the ocean. So they absorb CO2 in the atmosphere and with photosynthesis they produce energy. So they consume the CO2 that we release, we emit because of, and we create global warming, and these phytoplankton reduces this CO2 and they produce energy, and these phytoplanktons are at the bottom of the ocean food chain, right? And once these phytoplanktons die, they sink to the bottom of the ocean, and then when they decompose they release this CO2. So that's why if you see, it acts as a pump. They absorb the atmospheric CO2 and they store in the deep oceans. Now we'll see the leaderboard. Reduce the temperature. So now the leaderboard So we have, no, just reduce 22. So the leaderboard, we have Sujit, Gump, Karthik, Richie, and Führer in the top 5. Congratulations. So Forrest Gump is making a comeback. So congratulations. So we are left with last 2 questions. Question number 14. Consider the following statements about gold. Globally, India accounts for the largest gold production. China has the most gold reserves in the world. Karnataka has the majority of gold reserves. So you have 30 seconds for this question. So the right option is option B. So some of you have chosen option D. So the largest gold producer is China, not India. That's why statement 1 is wrong. And statement 2, China has the most gold reserves. That is wrong. Though China is the largest producer, United States has the most gold reserves in the world. United States has almost 8,000 plus tons of gold reserves, and if you see, India is in the ninth position. We have around 800 tons of gold reserves. Then after US, you have Germany and Italy, which has most gold reserves. And what about the third statement? Karnataka has the majority of gold reserves. Yes, in India, majority of gold reserves is located in the state of Karnataka. Almost 88% of India's gold reserves are found in the state of Karnataka. 88%. And around close to 12% found in Andhra Pradesh, and very negligible amount, insignificant amount, 0.1 or something, present in Jharkhand. So with that piece of information, we'll see the leaderboard. So now we have Forrest Gump again maintaining the lead. Congratulations. But there is a close fight between Gump and Sujit. Sujit getting into number 2. Then Karthik, Richie, and Führer in the top 5. So Sujit is back with an answer streak of 3. Congratulations to all 5. So the last question, the decider, question number 15. And those who are not in the top 5, you have chance to get into the top 5 because it is a double pointer. Question number 15. With reference to UN Security Council, consider the following statements. There are a total of 10 members in the UN Security Council, including 5 permanent members. Only the 5 permanent members enjoy the veto power. Currently, India is one of the non-permanent members of UN Security Council. So it's a double pointer and you have 30 seconds. So time up. The right answer is option C. Here again, the catch is the question asked about which of the statements are incorrect. So I think some of you have not seen that. So we are asking about incorrect statements. So statement 1 and 3 are incorrect. Statement 2 is a correct statement. Statement 1. There are a total of 10 members in the UN Security Council, including 5 permanent members. That is wrong because we have 15 members, 5 permanent members and 10 non-permanent members. And only the 5 permanent members enjoy veto power. Yes, as per UN Charter, that is correct. And third statement, currently India is one of the non-permanent members. That is also wrong. The last time we were part of UN Security Council was in 2022. So 2021-22, India was a part of UN Security Council as a non-permanent member, but now we are not member of UN Security Council. So if you see, UN Security Council was established in the year 1946 as one of the 6 organs of the United Nations system. So what are the 6 organs? So you have United Nations General Assembly, United Nations Security Council, UN Secretariat, these three, and then ECOSOC, Economic and Social Council, Trusteeship Council, then we have International Court of Justice, ICJ. So these are the 6 organs of the United Nations, and it is the responsibility of UN Security Council to ensure international peace and security. And UN Security Council has the powers for international sanctions against any country, and also for military action against any member country. Only the UN Security Council has the authority to go for these sanctions or military action. And as we discussed, there are 15 members, 5 permanent. We know the permanent members: US, Russia, China, UK, and France. Then 10 non-permanent members. And these non-permanent members, they have a term of 2 years. And every year, the UN General Assembly members, we have 193 UN General Assembly members. These members elect these non-permanent members. And every year, they elect 5 members for a term of 2 years. Right. So, so the right answer is option C. And India right now is not a non-permanent member of UN Security Council. So with that, we'll see the leaderboard. A double pointer question. I'm sure there will be a shuffle in the top 5. So let's see who's the winner. So number 3, Sujit. Congratulations, Sujit. Then number 2, Karthik. Congratulations, Karthik. And number 1, who is the winner of today's game? It's Forrest Gump. So my best wishes, congratulations to all of you. And Forrest Gump, from beginning, almost he was there in the top 5. So, and I think with a good lead, he was maintaining a good lead compared to others. And Sujit, in the last few questions, he came back. And Karthik also, first few questions he was not there in the top 5, but at the end he finished second. So congratulations to all of you. And as I always say, participation is more than winning. So I congratulate all those who participated in this quiz. I hope it was interesting and it was informative to all of you. And I would like to congratulate and thank our team for making this effort and coming out with such good questions. So now the winners, you can take a screenshot of your top position and you can send that screenshot to the number that is shown in the screen. So I would encourage all of you to participate. Every week we conduct this quiz program, and we hope this is useful, especially if you are someone who is preparing for any competitive exams like civil service exam or any other government exam. Definitely this information and this knowledge will be helpful to you one or the other day. And if you are someone who is seriously preparing or want to get into government services, I would give one suggestion: that make sure you take the right guidance, because it's not only hard work, you need right guidance and then hard work. With that, with these two, anybody can get into civil service or any other government service. So make sure you approach the right people and take their guidance and work hard based on that. So thank you all. Thank you for participating in this quiz. We'll meet again in some other day in some other quiz. So thank you all. Wish you all the best.